Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to do a reading journal video for you guys for the month of November, and I decided to go with a fall type thing, and it ended up turning out really cute. However, there was a couple times when it stopped recording because I was running out of storage, so there are going to be a few skips in some of the footage, but I hope you guys don't mind that. I do end up showing you guys the full product at the very end. I'll do a flip through of the month, and yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this intro, and let's hop on into the video. Hey guys, so I'm back again with the voiceover. But like I said earlier, I decided to do like a fall theme. And so I was like, okay, there's going to be leaves and things like that. And I was like, okay, so what can I do to be fall? So I went outside and got some leaves, and I unleashed my inner elementary school kid and did the thing that I think we all did in elementary school, where you take the leaves and just a plain piece of paper, and then you put the leaf under the paper, and then you color over it with a crayon or a color pencil, and it'll make the outline of the leaf. So I decided to do that, and so I'm cutting a piece of paper to fit in my journal because my journal pages are too thick for me to do that just on my journal page. So I decided to cut it out to try and make it fit, and then eventually tape it in. So I ended up picking 3 leaves to use for this spread. 2 of them are the same because they came from the same tree that was in my front yard, but the other one was one that I just found in our backyard that I think blew in from another neighbor's tree or something like that, because we don't really have trees in our yard. So I just kind of had to make do with the one that we had. But I got a bigger one and then a smaller one, and then I just kind of tried to do them in a diagonal kind of pattern. And I decided to do orange, brown, and green because I feel like those are some pretty fall colors, and they ended up being a really cute color scheme. So now I'm taking a pencil and kind of doing a sketch, I guess, kind of November where I plan to put it, and then I eventually trace over it with a black marker. But I just wrote Hello November, and then I used black, but I kind of wish I would have used brown, but I don't use black anymore in the rest of the spread. Then decided to trace the leaves to make them kind of stand out a little bit more. So I took these Crayola markers, just like the skinny tip ones, and traced the outline of the leaves, and I think it turned out really cute. It kind of like brings out the leaves a little bit more, and I think it turned out really good. So here I decided to take the colored pencils again and kind of trace over to make the lines from where the leaves are like darker, to kind of make them stand out a little bit more, because I was thinking about doing it with the marker, but then I just decided to do it with the colored pencil, and it gives it a little bit more contrast. So that's the cover page, I guess you could say, all done, and then I tape it in my journal because I still haven't gotten any glue. So yeah, I used tape pretty much during this whole thing to put anything in, which I should really go get a glue stick because they're only like 99 cents or something, so I should probably invest in one of those. once that page is in there, I pull out my iPad because I had seen this mood tracker on Pinterest that went really well with this theme, and I decided to use that as my days read instead of doing like a just regular box format, or like how I did last month with the tombstones. I decided to do this instead, and I think it turned out really cute. So basically I use the picture that's on the left as inspiration, and it's a leaf, and you just kind of color in the days that you read. And I was looking for like ways to make it easier to draw, but then I just kind of ended up just kind of sketching it out, and it ended up a lot better than I expected it. So around this point is where the footage cuts out, so you don't get to see the finished product. And then you also miss the beginning of me starting my TBR spread, which starts right here. And yeah, so I will do a flip through at the end so you can see the finished product. Here I had an idea for the bottom of the page, which is why I'm cutting up a piece of paper, and you'll see that here in a minute. So next I'm working on my radar spread, which I really liked having that last month because it acts sort of like a cue or like a TBR that's not an actual TBR kind of thing. So I really like having that in my journal as well. I'm taking that piece of paper that I cut and I'm using it sort of like a border there at the bottom, and I'm doing it like I did the first page where I'm taking leaves and kind of coloring over them just to kind of make that leaf pattern, and then I eventually will tape it in. So looking at it, I thought the space was too empty, so I decided to try and put in another leaf. So I try using the big one first, and it doesn't really work out how I wanted, so then I end up using the little one, and then I implement this lighter green shade into the spread, so then I use 4 colors, which I do end up using that lighter green shade in the beginning spread because I needed 4 colors for audio, physical, both, and neither. So I ended up implementing in this light green, and I think it actually goes pretty well with it. I ended up pulling out a couple of washi tapes that I thought might go well with the colors in the spread, and I ended up going with the yellow polka dot because I feel like it kind of went the best with it, but this is really the only time that I use yellow in the whole spread. Here I go in to write my TBR, but you guys won't see that because I start to run out of storage again here soon, so it's going to cut out. And so you don't get to see the top of the radar or the TBR finished. But I will, like I said again, show you in the final flip through. I also did decide to do one final leaf for the books read spread that I'm going to put in the corner because I decided to do a double spread for that one, but I didn't use the whole spread last month, so with the leaf being so big I didn't really feel like it was a problem, and then I eventually trace it and cut it out, which you guys will see. as you guys saw, I just kind of taped it in there, and now I take some scissors and cut the edges so that way they're not sticking out. That's pretty much it for the spreads, and I'm getting ready to do a flip through so you guys can see the final product. So that's going to be it for my November plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to. You don't have to, but that would be awesome if you did. And give it a thumbs up too if you want. And yeah, so thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.